Okay, y'all. I know I said I wasn't gonna get on here again today, but I had to because this is just mind blowing to me right now. Not even mind blowing because it's normal for me. But you know, as I grow spiritually, as I grow in spirit, the enemy really, it's like he has a stronger hold on you as you grow. And like as you start growing in the spirit, the enemy, it's like, how do I say it? I'm trying to explain it. As you grow in spirit, the enemy, he tries to trick you as if he's growing just the same as you, but faster. If that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense to anybody. But it's basically like how, like, you know how you plant a flower and you water the flower. The flower seems like it's gonna do well, it's doing good, and then all of a sudden you see weeds around it, like it's weeds growing around it. So now you're like, oh my God, what's going on? That's how the enemy is. It's like once you start growing in spirit, once you start realizing that he really has no power, he tries to trick you as to make everything else like seem like everything else is going wrong. But anyway, that's not the point of this, But what we recently been learning in church is the trick of the enemy: depression, anxiety, all of those mental issues, of how the enemy comes in during those issues. I'm not saying that these things aren't real, but when you take those things and look at it in the spiritual, like at a spiritual angle, in the spirit, like at it in the spirit. I'm not explaining it well. I'm probably not explaining it the best, but for me, that's how I understand it. And and the thing that got me the most is how did he say it? Your mind is the battlefield of you and the enemy. That is like the most, that's the point where your mind is where the enemy tries to really like get you. It's like that's the place that he really gets you at. Like when it comes in your mind, that's why you need to rebuke it. So recently, I say like yesterday, I was like, I kept saying I miss this one person. This person who caused a complete uproar. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Someone who like completely came in and just caused a complete storm. Uprooted a lot of beautiful flowers, houses, foundation. This is what this person did. And recently I'm just like, oh, I kind of miss this person. And I started dwelling on what could have been and the should have been, and just dwelling on the wrong stuff. And like in my mind, like saying, I'm like, girl, you can get in. But saying like, she just threw me off. See, the enemy, he ain't trying to let me get this out. Saying like I miss him and miss them and want this person back in my life, and maybe we can hang out, and I should just text them and do this and do that. And then this morning, I spoke to the person, kind of, not reality, but kinda, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I spoke to that person, and who he was with, well, I gotta stop saying he and she, who they was with, it was, you know, or was the company that kind of uprooted a lot in me, in my spirit. And I'm not saying, like, you know, this person, I love this person so much, like, I want this person to succeed. But you know, when that spirit, I mean, not the spirit, when that scripture is love your enemies, I real life love my enemies. Like, that is a person I know who has no good intention of having me around, but I love them so deeply to where it's like I low-key miss their company. And it's just like that was a trick of the enemy. Like, it's like the enemy knew, if, okay, I miss this person, and I'm gonna see this person, and I'm gonna do this and do that. It's like the enemy knew when that thought came in my mind, I should have got it out as soon. I should have watered that thought, that seed that was being planted. I should have never watered it and thought and dwelled on it, because it's no good. It's of evil, because the enemy knew when that seed was planted that it was going to throw me off my game, which it did, kind of. Not really, not all the way, not completely, but it like almost completely threw me off my game, almost, because today it's just like, it's like it triggered my emotions to where it's like, okay, now I'm feeling down and bad and sad about the situation, when I really shouldn't be. You know, like, it's something small, something little, it's something not of, like, you know, I don't know how to really explain it. But let me just say that the enemy will really use any and everybody in your life to get to you. If they're not strong enough to not be a puppet to the enemy, then he will use any and everybody, even if you love that person so much. So much. Sorry. So much. He will use that person. And like, for me, when now I'm kind of going off track, I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna be done. For me, a person has literally destroyed so much in my life, and because I love them so much, I forgave them. It was out of love, I forgave. Oh my God. I'm done. That's it. I just wanted to share that. I don't know who that might be help to. Hopefully it's help to somebody, and if it ain't, then it just ain't for you. Like the video and keep going.